Montreal Children's Hospital Foundation Golf Tournament is a very significant fundraising event for the Children's, and we are very fortunate to have the support of the business community within Montreal. The Golf Committee decided to invest in academic chairs in order to provide doctors with the funding that they require in order to complete their research into significant projects undertaken by the hospital.
Il est primordial pour les Children d'avoir des chaires académiques parce que c'est avec ces chaires-là qu'on peut attirer du talent médical, soit en recherche ou en administration ou en éducation.
A chair in medical education will help us in terms of developing curriculum, evaluating our teaching methods, introducing new technologies in education, involving us in continuing education efforts, and as well in effective knowledge translation.
We are very excited to announce the Wendy MacDonald Chair in Pediatric Education.
Why naming this after Wendy? Because it's absolutely impossible to overestimate her contribution to medical education at our institution. She led our Introduction to Pediatric course for 2 decades and was responsible for our pediatric clerkship for 3 decades. That had an impact on every single medical student that attended McGill University during those decades. What Wendy did most of all was create a culture of educational excellence at our institution that will endure for many, many years to come.
When Dr. Farmer told me that they were setting up a chair in pediatric medical education and they were going to name it the Wendy MacDonald Chair in my honor, I was deeply moved.
Oui, Dr. MacDonald a joué un rôle important dans mon cheminement de carrière parce qu'elle m'a inculqué les notions de base importantes pour le traitement des enfants malades ainsi que de leur famille. C'est indiscutable qu'elle a joué un rôle important.
The real hallmark of teaching medical students and residents is clinical teaching, and that's what we call bedside teaching. And that's teaching the students how to see patients, how to take a history, how to do a good physical examination, teaching them clinical judgment, teaching them the skills of medicine, and that is still very best done at the bedside. I would calculate that I've probably been involved with the education of about 5,000 medical students.
The Golf Committee has funded fellowships, the Craniofacial Department, the Dorothy Williams Chair, currently held by Dr. Farmer, and the Tony Dobell Chair, currently held by Dr. Chervankov. As we move forward, the Golf Committee would like to increase their annual fundraising initiatives and also fund more chairs. With a McGill Chair costing $3 million, we could not do it without the support of the community.
Maybe not everyone understands the power of academic chairs. The money is not spent all up front, the money is invested, and the returns are invested over time for specific initiatives, and their power is incredible. Funding for the Wendy MacDonald Chair in Pediatric Education is well underway. Many people are working very hard to complete it as quickly as possible. We would certainly appreciate additional support to make it even quicker.
And this will allow future generations of students and residents to have access to the very best in what's available in medical education. It was kind of a personal feeling that I was delighted and very honored, but there was also the sort of overall benefit to so many trainees that come through this hospital over time.